8. So ons is besig met hierdie ewewydige lyne. Ewewydige lyne wat van spel. Onthou nou, ooreenkomstige hoeke, verwisselende hoeke, kobende hoeke. Dis jou toolbox wat jy moet nader sleep wanneer ek vir ewewydige lyne gee. We're busy with the fun sums. Parallel lines where you've got alternate angles, corresponding angles, and co-interior angles. So those are your tools that you need to get a hold of when you see parallel lines. Dit beteken nie die ander goed is nie meer daar soos daar is 'n reguit lyn nie, daar is 'n reg verstaan nie. You're still going to have straight line being 180 and vertically opposite angles being equal to each other. Still the same thing, but the connections there are those three. Kobende hoeke, co-interior angles, ooreenkomstige hoeke, alternate angles, en die verwisselende hoeke, ooreenkomstige hoeke, ek het verkeerd in Afrikaans en Engels by mekaar gesit, maar jy sal weet. So, all you needed to do was answer these three questions. As ek vir jou sê, N1 is gelyk aan, maar ek het klaar gesê, dis verwisselende hoeke. So if it's N1 and it's got to be alternate angles, verwisselend beteken, regsbo, top right, rechtsoor, top right, bottom left. Bo rechts, onder links. Sien jy hoe wissel dit mekaar af? So jy moet geskryf het hierso. Dit was M, is daai ding nou so lelik, 4 daarso. Dit must be M3. Kyk bietjie mooi. Dis 'n footnote aan die ondersit en hy moet 'n kappietjie op hê en it's a capital letter M. Moenie van hoofletters klein letters daai goeders vergeet nie. En dan sê ek vir jou, maar goed nou, N1 moet gelyk wees aan wat saam met 180 grade gee. Nou N1 was nie dieselfde een nie, maar hy moet saam met watter 180 gee. Nou dis daai wat die U maak. Those are the ones that make the U, the co-interior angles. So it has to be M2. So it's not the same thing. They add up to 180. Whatever the one is, the other is the rest of the 180 because they are co-interior angles. Die laaste ek het jou gevra maar M4. M4 is this one. M4 moet gelyk aan watter wees. Nou M4 is gelyk aan 'n klomp goed. M4 can be equal to that one vertically opposite, can be equal to that one, can be equal to, I've worked out that one, equal to that one. Okay, but I want it to be corresponding angles. Ek wil hê dit moet sy ooreenkomstige hoek wees. Nie ooreenstemmend nie, ooreenkomstig. Corresponding. Corresponding beteken dat dit op dieselfde plek sit. So juffrou praat van linksbo, top left. So if it's corresponding also top left. Ook linksbo. Sien jy dit? So dit gaan N2 wees. Kappietjie, footnote. Make sure you write the stuff correctly. So all of the rest was just forcing you that I have to have that specific answer, so you would have had 3 marks for that sum. Did you get it right? Is jy baie mense? Goed, dis nuwe werk hier, so jy behoort nou te begin weet wat hier aangaan. Okay, die huishoud nommer 2 het ek vir jou gesê, hierdie hoek is 110 grade. Don't put the degrees there, it only confuses you most of the time. If you do and you do it nicely, that's fine. Maar los hom eerder weg as jy gaan foute maak met hom. So die vraag ek wil vir B4 kry. Nou is daar ewewydige lyne? Yes, can you see the parallel lines? This time they're looking like that. Kan ons enige plek lê, as long as they are parallel. So now I know that B4, oops, I've left the B out. This is B. B4 would be this one. So where is B4 according to that one? Nou kan jy weer gaan kyk. Now guys, you can turn your head around like this and say this is top left, top right. You can just go like this and say left, top and bottom, right, top and bottom, left. Dis jy met my. So jy kan so kyk en sê links bo, links onder, regs bo, top right, top left. Or if you want to do it this way, left, right, left, right. Jy kan ons jou kop so in die rond te draai. As long as you do the same here as you do there. Goed, so hierdie een as ek nou so kyk, is hy links onder en hy is ook links onder. So daarom sal B4, the question I'm asking, would be equal to A3, which is 110. Nou, jy hoef nie daar te skryf, maar ek dink dit is 'n baie goeie manier van wiskunde doen om te sê, ek het die connection tussen hulle twee gevind. B4 en A3 is gelyk aan mekaar, want what is my reason that they are both 110? Because they sit on the same place, dieselfde plek. So dit beteken ooreenkomstige hoeke. They are corresponding angles. En moenie vergeet om by te skryf nie, wat is die lyne? KL en MN. KL parallel to MN. Dit moet daarby wees, anders kan jy nie punt nie. Okay, dan kom ons by A1. How would I get to A1? Now there's variances. Jy kan hierso gewissel het van mekaar. Jy kon gesê regverstaande hoeke, vertically opposite angles, perfect. A1 is A3, vertically opposite angles, perfect. Regverstaande hoeke. Maar ek sal graag wil, net omdat ons dit wil sien, sê hierdie twee is gelyk. Want wat maak dit van hulle? What are they of each other? Top right, left bottom. Bo regs, links onder. Hulle het alternate, verwisselend van mekaar. They are alternate angles, verwisselende hoeke van mekaar. As ek sê A1 is net so groot soos B4. Did I have to do that? Nee, ek het ons gesê jy kan regverstaande hoeke gebruik het. Goed. So, verwisselende hoeke KL en MN. And there was longer ways. Jy kon gesê reguit lyn en reguit lyn dat jy twee stappe gehad. First straight line, or straight line. Can you see the alternate? Altyd. Okay. Last thing wat jy moet kry is B1. So now, I've written it here, 110. As you go along, what you get, what you find, put it on the sketch. Then they want to find B1. So what would B1 now be? Reguit lyn, juffrou, absolutely straight line. Or can I ask you to let us try and write this as B1 must then be equal to, not 110, nie 110 nie. Daai twee moet saam 180 maak. So it's got to be added up to 180, so that makes them supplementary. So met ander woorde, B1 is 70 grade, not 110. B1 is 70 degrees, and if you write here, straight line, perfect. Want dan sê hierdie gebruik as jy gesê reguit lyn. But if I did what I did, I'm going to write supplementary, not just supplementary angles, co-interior angles, supplementary, binnehoeke is supplementair, en ek moet weer sê KLM, MN is ewewydig aan mekaar, you have to add that in. Goed, dan 8. Kom ons kyk nou nog 'n voorbeeld. Nou waar is die ewewydige lyne? Where are the parallel lines? They said to me that ABCD is a parallelogram. Nou daar's die parallelogram teken. That is called the parallelogram's abbreviation. Two parallel lines with a little M there, parallelogram. So they told me that ABCD was a parallelogram. Hulle het gesê is 'n parallelogram. Wat sê dit vir jou? Jy kan dan hierdie ewewydige lyne gaan insit. So they don't have to put it on there. We usually do, but they don't have to put it on there if they've said in words this is a parallelogram. So daar's die ewewydige lyne. Now, parallel lines are also not big and drawn like that, but you can still see them. Nou moet jy begin fokus op waar is die hoeke dan gelyk aan mekaar. So in other words, if I look at those two lines, can you see that those angles there are parallel to each other? Those angles are equal to each other because of the parallel lines, because they're alternate angles. Now this gets difficult, so it's all a matter of practice. As jy 'n bietjie langer getrek het, a little bit longer, you would have been able to see that this is bottom right. Sien jy, dis onder regs. Regs, onder en bo. Okay, nou moet jy baie mooi gaan kyk met daai lyne wat so getrek is aan mekaar. Dat dit gaan dan daar bo regs en onder links. Bo regs, onder regs. This whole thing would have been bottom right there. Now it gets a little bit tricky. Okay, so you've got to draw these lines a little bit longer, and that transversal line that cuts through at the cutting line, draw it a little bit longer to be able to see. Dat jy kan sien, hierdie is dan nou met ander woorde met die ewewydige lyne links bo. Goed. Nou, as ek nou gaan kyk na hierdie vragies wat gevra is, was dit eintlik ou werk. Actually, what I'm asking you is the old work. I didn't ask you any of these questions here. I'm going to make it one now. Dat ek kan sê byvoorbeeld A2. Let's add that on. Let's make B is the first question. Now, what would B be equal to? I don't know. All I know is, oops, there's a triangle again. Daar's mos nou weer 'n driehoek. Yes, like julle. So alles kom by mekaar. Everything is added together. There's a triangle and a parallelogram and parallel lines, and I've got to search for where are the connections. Jy moet gaan toets waar is al hierdie goed wat hulle by mekaar gaan kom. So, as hierdie 56 is, jy het niks met iets anders uit te waai as dat hierdie is 'n parallelogram nie. So because it's a parallelogram, this one will also be 56. Niks te doen met ewewydige lyne nie. Nothing with parallel lines. Why is angle B1? And I haven't written it. Please do so. Elke keer as jy gaan, sê jy hierso, wat is jou bewering en wat is jou rede? What is your statement? What is your reason? Okay, altyd. So wat sal B1 dan gelyk wees aan? Hy is gelyk aan D, want dit is 'n oorstaande sye van 'n parallelogram. Jy moet dit weet. What is the reason for that? Because it's opposite angles of a wonderlik dat ons nie hoef te skryf parallelogram nie. Dit is oorstaande sye van 'n parallelogram. The reason why they are equal to each other because it's opposite, not sye, oorstaande hoeke. Oh my goodness. Oorstaande hoeke, opposite angles, oorstaande hoeke. So dan is B klaar. Make sure that you get into all of these answers. Maak seker ek het dit gedoen. Nou wil ek vir X gaan kry. Nou, kyk 'n bietjie waar sit X. How can I get this X? It's old work. Dis 'n week of 2 sou terug se werk. Binne in 'n driehoek tel al daai goed op 89. Still? Yes, still. It's going to recur until matric. As jy so ietsie kry met jou besef, maar okay, as ek daai bymekaar tel gee 180. If I add them together it's 180. Hoe skryf ek as ek dit bymekaar tel is dit 180? Alright, 2x plus 10 plus x plus 56 is 180. Dit is dit. In enige volgorde reg, net soos wat ons nou gedoen het. Any order, my add is 180 wat? Dis binnehoeke van 'n driehoek. Binnehoeke van 'n driehoek is 180 grade. Angles of a triangle is 180 degrees. You can elaborate a little bit more, shorten it, but I need to know if the angles of a triangle add up to 180. Now moet jy hier weer algebra doen, a little bit of algebra. So when I add them together, I've got 2x and 1x is 3x. En 10 plus 56 gee vir my 66. And again, I keep saying it every time because it's so important. Yours and mine can differ. Want jy kon nou eers elke een aan die ander kant gaan skryf het. First you could have done something that I did later on, it doesn't matter. So dan het ek 3x is gelyk aan 114. Please just make sure that you add and subtract correctly. Hoe sou jy dit nou reg gekry? I would have said minus 66 on this side and minus 66 on that side. And when I take 114 and divide it by 3, it gives me 38 degrees. Is dit moontlik dat ek dalk hier gekry het ietsie wat nie presies 100% die heel getal is nie? Could I have gotten 38,2 degrees? Hoekom nie? Alright, so I've got x. Then I want A1. A1. Now what would A1 be equal to? So A1 would be 2 times x plus 10. And that x that I just found was 38. So you put it in the calculator, 3 times 38, 3 more. 2 more 38, so it's 86 degrees. Right. So hierin is dan 86. 86. En dan laastens wou hulle vir C2 ook gehad het. Angle C2 as well. Hoe sal ek vir C2 dan kry? Dan al wat jy nodig het is om hier bymekaar te tel en af te trek van 180. Or C2 was x. So C2 is x is 38. Kon ek nie eers hom gekry en toe hom gekry en net op te tel nie. Then you don't have to do the substitution. If you first set x, was 38. And then you added it up for 180 and got 86 without substitution like we did here. Dis 'n alternatief. Kry jy dan baie belangrike, wonderlike ding van wiskunde dat daar's altyd 'n alternatief. Goed, toe sê juffrou vir jou, maar ek wil eintlik nog vir A2 ook hê. I didn't put it from the start, but let's do A2 as well. So A2, I want you to see, let's do it with the red. I want you to see that these are the lines that are parallel. En as kleur jou help om groter te teken, then you do it. So that you can also see these two lines being parallel. En dat ek nou kan sê, maar goed, daai enetjie daar. That one would be equal to this one. Kan jy sien met ewewydige lyne? Do you see the N for fun? Daai twee hoeke is wat se? Nou as ek nou so wil kyk so, do you see that this would be, I'm not adding it there, this would be left top, left bottom. This is right top, left bottom. Sien jy, dit is verwisselende hoeke, so now it's getting tricky. You've got to look very carefully. I didn't add that in there, because it's quite tricky and you're still getting the hang of it. Maar sien jy die ewewydige lyne? Sien jy die snylyn? Daai twee is dan regs bo, links onder. So C2 would be equal to A2, or A2 would be equal to C2, which was equal to X, which was equal to 38. Hoekom is dit dan so? Want dis verwisselende hoeke, it's alternate angles. Because of which parallel lines, and now I'm going to catch you out. Which parallel lines? Dis die ewewydige lyne. So it's AD and BC that are parallel. En jy goed, graad 8 jou huiswerk sommetjie is eintlik oefening 12.7. Your exercise 12.7 in your textbook number 4 is actually the sum. I want to show you some things in the textbook. They're asking you to find angle BCA. This way of writing is not correct according to me. Mens kyk nie hoek BCA so nie. You write BCA like that, with a copy key in the middle. It shouldn't be over there. Please don't write it that way. Now the textbook is written that way. Ons kan niks daaraan doen nie. So dit is nou maar soos dit is. Moenie gaan krap in die boek nie. Maar BCA is met ander woorde BCA. I would also have liked to use rather C1. Enige manier is reg. So usually what we do is we number all of the numbers over here. So I can praat van hoek C2, I can talk about C2 and A1 and A2. X om te gaan kry hierso met hierdie sommetjie, gaan ek 'n bietjie eers moet gaan leer wat is 'n trapezium. They gave a trapezium, which means that there's got to be two parallel lines. En die twee ewewydige lyne is daai twee. Those will have to be the parallel lines. En dit beteken dat ek kan sê daai twee hoeke is gelyk aan mekaar. But only if I extend this line, like I did there, extend en maak daai nog lekker lank dat jy kan sien. Maar hier's links onder en regs bo. So that you can see that those two are alternate angles that are equal to each other. En dan gaan jy mos 18 dae kry. Dan kan jy vir X kry met binnehoeke van 'n driehoek. En dan soek ek vir ACD. ACD is hierdie hoekie hier. Once you know what X is, you know what this angle is, en dan kan jy met binnehoeke van 'n driehoek die laaste enetjie gaan kry. Maar baie belangrik, asseblief nie die goed so skryf nie. Dit moet ACD of dan nou C2 wees. Please don't write it that way. Goed. Probeer jou bes te onthou, practice makes perfect. Ons gaan nog heel wat van hierdie goed oefen. We're going to practice quite a few still of these. It's all brand new.